Today I'm joined by Michael Chadwick of Chadwick Architects, and we're chatting about financing renovations or builds. And this is something that I touch on often with clients because I work with a really interesting breadth of clients. I might have a first home buyer who purchases a property that desperately needs a renovation or a cosmetic upgrade, or I can be working with families who have found their forever home or forever site and they've got aspirations of doing a magnificent renovation or build in maybe a couple of years' time. So how they finance that property is critical for them to understand before they embark on having some plans drawn up. Because if you're a first home buyer and you've put all of your savings into property, you've gone up to the highest loan to value ratio limit you can, you won't have savings left in your bank account for quite a while. So you've got to work out how you can make that property work for you until you've either built up some more savings or you've got enough equity there to leverage off that property and grab some money for your architect to start the renovation. So what I want to ask Michael about is some of the mistakes he sees people make when they're working with a particular budget and their plans exceed the budget amount that they've got.
Yeah, that's quite often what happens. In our initial conversation with clients, we try to find out exactly what they're hoping to achieve, and quite often the budget and the aspirations don't quite align.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Like you've got to have something to strive for, and you have to know what you want. One way to work around that is to stage a renovation or an addition.
I love this idea. Tell me more.
Well, for example, in my property that we've spoken about previously, we did a first stage renovation, which was a cosmetic thing where we added some. We did up our old bathroom in our house. And we painted walls and things like that, and in a couple of years we built up a little bit of equity.
Yeah.
And we were able to release that to do a second stage, which was to make an addition out to the back with a new kitchen, dining, landscaping, etc.
And you were moving walls?
In the second stage we were. In the first stage it was purely a cosmetic thing and enabled us to build up some additional funds that we could later invest into the addition.
Right, now I know that you've got a potential third stage renovation if you choose to do that, which is really interesting. You'll take a small family home into a very large family home if the area commands it and if your requirements as a growing family change. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, you can imagine with being an architect, I was drawing everything that I could fit on the site. So every room had an ensuite, and there were lots of cool features that I was looking at. But I calmed down a little bit and spoke to my partner, Kelly, and we decided that it wasn't right at the moment. The market wasn't supporting a huge family home on the block that we live in.
Yeah.
And so we made a sensible decision that increased our equity but didn't overcapitalise.
I love this. So Michael's touched on the current need that he's got for the property so he can use his funds for other projects if he chooses to, but also being cognizant of the risk of overcapitalisation. Today's been a really valuable chat. I've enjoyed having you on and I look forward to the next one.
Thanks, Kate. Me too.